So guys, the second interview. You remember this guy. He's the technical advisor for only 2 Fast and Furious movies. And this is Craig Lieberman. He's the original builder of the Supra, the Maxima, and the original Skyline. Good to see you, Craig.
How you doing, brother? Pretty good?
So what is your origin story about how you get into the Fast and Furious movies?
I was standing at a car show. A gentleman approached me, talking to me about my little yellow Supra. And then he decided to come to my office and we have a talk about this movie that they were working on. It was called Red Line.
Yeah.
He said, can you help us find some of these cars? And I said, I have a few friends. And
yeah.
This was in the MySpace era, right? Before
yeah, right.
Facebook. So you have to call everybody, get on MySpace and the Honda tech forums and all that, to ask people to come out to see if they want to get their car in the Fast and Furious. And so the producers and directors would walk around the parking lot. We'd have like 60 cars there every Friday.
Yeah.
Say yes, no, no, yes, yes, that one maybe, no, maybe, and then pick the cars. And then we assigned them to the characters, and then Universal rented the cars from the people, and then they built replicas. You know, they painted the cars different colors, different graphics, different wheels to make all the cars look different from everybody else's cars that would be on set.
Yeah.
And they were just doing it like a list of parts and magazine articles, and we were showing them stuff, and we do that, and that's how those cars basically got built. So my job was to oversee the builds.
So what happened to all these cars after the movie? And along with the Maxima and the original Skyline.
Okay, the Supra right now is in the Netherlands. The guy who bought it secondhand still has the car. I saw it. I was in October. I was in Holland. I saw the actual car. The Maxima is.
Yeah, I know those. I know those guys. It was those Chrome cars guys who own Slapjack Supra. The Slapjack is played by Michael Ealy, along with Jesse's Jetta, Frankie Muniz's car.
And I told you, this guy's Johnny's on the spot. He's Wikipedia. He really is.
Yeah.
No, he's great, man.
And also, the More Models 350Z from Tokyo Drift is now owned to Chrome Cars. I know these guys. They're so friendly.
Each car had a different destiny. You know, we had 8 Supras. Some of them went to Too Fast, Too Furious. Some of them got sold afterwards. Same thing with the other cars, the Honda Civics, the Evos, the S2000s, and all that kind of stuff. The Maxima, there was only one. The guy by the name Mark Anton, who lives in Michigan, still has that car. It was bought originally by John Heisling in 2004, and then he had it for many years. He offered it back to me. I said, no, I'm not in the movie car business. And then Mark Anton bought the car, and he's been a good caretaker of the car, so he still has the car.
So, one fun story. When I was little, in 2003, I first started watching Too Fast and Furious on the DVD, the widescreen edition. It was my dad's DVD, and I started watching these scenes that were my favorite. First is the bridge jump. My favorite cars is the yellow Evo, the yellow Evo 7. It was my first childhood. Oh, those crazy scenes is the scramble scene. This is where Orange Julius came back to get revenge on his cars, helped by Tej and Suki and Brian.
Did you even see the movie?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Are you just checking my memory? Because I look that old that I might not remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell your mom. I'm going to call Diana. I'm going to call her today. I'm going to tell you.